Hello, everyone. This is episode 11 of season 1, and it is a must-watch. This is an episode that kicks off a lot of story. Okay, and very good lot of story. Honestly, I remember like a couple years ago. It had been a while since I watched Bab 5, and I was talking to some people. Actually, it's been more than a couple years. It's been a while, maybe a decade or a little over. Yeah, fun times. Anyway, I remember telling them that the main story doesn't really get started until the second season. No. It starts right here, and I remember going through it with them and then being like, holy crap, at the end of this episode it starts there. And they were like, I thought it was later. And I'm like, yeah, well, apparently I was wrong. If you're watching the show, you cannot skip this episode. Absolutely, you cannot skip it. There's just no. This episode covers multiple things that you really need to understand in order to move forward. You can skip it, but I would not. It's a Garibaldi episode, and I love the early Garibaldi episodes. Although once it reaches a certain point, I stop loving them and I just start tolerating them. I really wish I didn't, but I do. At this time, it's kind of like a noir, but without a lot of the elements of a noir. Still, if I had to pick something, it's definitely not like a police procedural. Definitely not. And it's definitely not, something that falls into any of the typical categories here. This is, I'd have to call it a noir. It's very much that whole, okay, what happened? Why did it happen? Trying to find out what's going on, and there's all these parties involved. I've never really thought about it, but I guess in my mind, noirs have like a lot of politics. It's not so much, here's the bad guy. No, wait, here's the bad guy. No, wait, here's the bad guy. Oh, hey, it's the fourth act. We're done. This is the real bad guy kind of thing. There's a little bit of it, but I mean, no one ever says, aha, this is the bad guy, and commercial. And that way, it is very, very unique. And I think that's kind of why I picked that whole noir description. You get like a lot of interaction with these different political parties. Keep in mind, if you've still not watched the show, that this is all taking place in kind of like a Interpol, Switzerland, UN kind of place, and Garibaldi is kind of trying to keep everything going. There's in the first half of this season, we've already had assassins, we've had terrorist attacks, yada yada yada. The list is long, and almost all of it is always being done by, guess what, a political party. Although what is good about this story is it's seldom the same one. Yes, they don't actually just go, oh hey, here's the bad guy. It's always them. And that's what makes this fun. It's because Garibaldi actually has to go through and actually talk to these races and these cultures and so forth and try and figure out, okay, what's actually going on. Very enjoyable. And this one, fortunately, does a lot to setting up the story that comes down the pipe. You guys have a good one.